Hi, everybody. Yes, it's Sunday evening, at least here. And we are looking into the energies of the I Ching. I hope you're ready for it. And I hope you had an amazing week last week. So, how about we get started? Yes. Transform your week daily I Ching energies for success. And if you ask yourself what the is I Ching, well, it's a forecasting method of the Chinese Metaphysics and has been used for thousands of years. It's based on trigrams and hexagrams, which you may or may not know from the Feng Shui. I personally use it a lot, and I must say I'm very grateful for this tool. So this is my weekly I Ching reading for you. My forecast for 2024, week 28. Wow, one of the lights gave up. Whatever. Happens. And every Sunday live, 6:15 p.m. Brisbane and 8:15 p.m. New Zealand. I am here, 10:15 German time, and the Americas have the night, so you can watch me for breakfast. So what we do here is we look into the energies of the year, the month, and then every single day of this week. Because if we know what is coming, we are so more likely to adapt to what is, and of course, be more aware, right? Good. And if you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, there are chapters down here in the note as soon as possible. So you can come back every day on the day and listen to what I say. That's fantastic, isn't it? And I did that last week, except for Friday. And looking back, I so would have needed it to listen to myself on the Friday. So, guys, really, we need to listen to ourselves more. So how do we raise our energies this week? And all in the context of this year's and this month's energy. Let's have a look into what the I Ching has to say about it. Okay. So the year energy, the year is still 38 opposition. And I've said that a few times. If you want to go deeper, look into some videos before where we did that in depth. So the 38 is opposition, how to tolerate the otherness of the counterpart in conflicting times and stay true to oneself. Yes, exactly. That's the times we're living in right now. It's also called division, polarizing, and integrity, because integrity is really important if you have times like these. The month is still number 6, litigation, which looks like that. And that is also called conflict. And it's how to deal with situations where the involved parties drift apart. So we have drifting apart in the year energy and this month in the month energy. So we need to be more aware of if there's a conflict coming up. Is it really worth fighting it? And like for 38, number 6, I think we did in depth last week, but really ask yourself, is it worth fighting? And also in a conflict, if you have somebody vouching for solution A and someone for solution B, oh my God. The compromise doesn't necessarily mean that both win. So maybe there's a higher solution where both can benefit. And if you really can't find a solution, maybe you need to have a third party involved who can help you finding a really good solution for everyone involved. Okay, let's have a look at the days, shall we? Sunday, today, where are we? Here. Number 60, regulate. And I talked about this last week. That's what it looks like. Regulate. So it's also called limitation, and it's water above the lake. So that's a lot of water, right? So it is about regulating the water. Water can be emotions, can be fear, all kinds of things. And it is about how to secure what is now through wise arrangement to stabilize the future. So what does this limitation actually mean? The limitation actually means boundaries, planning. And if the limitation bothers you, just be aware that every limitation, it takes discipline to go through that. So it makes you more focused. So it makes you more effective. So limiting is not necessarily a bad thing. It can mean that, okay, I can't do that much. Let's focus on that, what is possible. And that can actually ultimately speed up your progress. And because it means you're focusing. And that is not a bad thing, is it? So don't see a limitation naturally as a negative thing. You can use it for the positive. Okay. How do we raise our energy tomorrow, Monday? It's I Ching number 11, unity, and that's what it looks like. And what does the eye see? Something beautiful. Yes, it's earth on heaven. So it's the yin and yang working together. How consensus and harmony lead to success and constructive collaboration. So it's called peace, harmony. It's also working together constructively. It is being and doing in one day. It is creative and action in one day. Isn't that something beautiful? So that is definitely tomorrow a day where you can create, plan what you've planned today in your limitation, and then do it. Actually do it. So it's a day where passive and active are working together, like the yin and yang symbol. And that is like heaven on earth, and the powers unite. The powers unite, because if you can see, there's yin, complete yin on top and yang underneath. So there is harmony within those two, and that is a beautiful thing. So the book says heaven and earth are in contact and combine their influences, producing a time of universal flowering and prosperity. So use the day tomorrow, use the energies of the day tomorrow to actually plan, create, and execute. Take action. Sounds like a productive day, doesn't it? Great. Okay, let's look at how can we raise our energies on the Tuesday. And the Tuesday has, ta-da, if you've planned and taken action, great reward. And that's what great reward looks like. Yes. So great reward is fire on heaven. And fire also means clarity, doesn't it? Yes. So how to deal with success? Success is also fire. When your own possibilities start to blossom, because on the Monday, you took action on what you've planned. On the Sunday, where you were focused. And so you're getting the great reward on the Tuesday. Yes. So the fire in the heavens shines far, and all things stand out. Then our light comes there. It becomes manifested. It is really the great possession. Independence, freedom is also some of that. So it's about awareness. It's about inner focus, success, harvest, and awareness brings success on Tuesday more than ever. Is it Tuesday? I always have to double check. Yes, Tuesday, more than ever. So this is what happens on the Tuesday. Great. How do we raise our energy on the Wednesday? Well, the Wednesday, I mean, you've done already a lot. On Sunday, you've been focused in your limitations. On the Monday, you've had the peace and the pervading and the unity and working. And then you got the great reward on the Tuesday. So on the Wednesday, it's time for the wind, the gentle, the subtle influence, number 57. So it's wind on wind. So, and I call it how empathic approach and consistent perseverance help you to reach your goal, maybe slowly, but surely. So patience, slow and steady wins the race. That's the Wednesday for us, but it's also, so it's going to be fun. It should be fun. It's slow progress, but empathetic and really working towards it. What else do we have in there? It's a lot of wood and wind. So the wind disperses the gathering clouds, so things become clearer, and your judgment will be clearer as well. So you've seen what you've done the last 3 days, and today on the Wednesday, it all becomes clearer. And you need to be gentle with yourself and with your process, and then you're getting forward, and that's all good. Wonderful. So how do we raise our energy on the Thursday? The Thursday, if you follow me a while, is called, a lot call it trap. Some call it oppression. Exhaustion is the one that I want to use. Because what happens here is you can see that there is lake on water. And lake on water, there's a lot of water again. I said that before with the other one. It means how to sacrifice your own demands. In the back of your head, have exhaustion and pace yourself to navigate a possible crisis. So maybe there is something coming up, and maybe there is really a problem, and you feel trapped or oppressed, and you feel that it's exhausting your energy. So maybe today, because you've done a lot of work already, didn't you? And you're exhausted. So pace yourself to really stay with you and your energy and all of these things. Let me see what else does the book say. The lake is empty and dried up. Yeah. Exactly. When a strong man in this context means person, meets with adversity, they remain cheerful despite all the danger. Because the cheerfulness and seeing what can I do, what can I cut back, and resistance is futile. A lot of us have heard that before. So you sacrifice your own demands and pace yourself to navigate that possible oppression, trap, crisis, whatever you want to call it, because the exhaustion will not take you anywhere. So it's like swimming against the wind, swimming against this dream and fighting against the wind. It doesn't make sense, does it? So this day, Thursday, I made a note from last month, by the way, or 2 months ago, must it be more than 2 months? I made a note here to remind myself to meditate on that day, to not fall into the trap, because it seems like I've been fallen into a trap probably last time. Let's see if there are good hours. There are really good hours to meditate from 5 till 7. That's a really good one. And then again from, I say 9 to 11 is also a nice one. So you can meditate on that day to not fall into the trap. Maybe you can then see in the meditation what the trap might be, and then take yourself a little bit back just on that day, just on the Thursday. Okay, how do we raise our energies on the Friday? The Friday is a really interesting I Ching. It's number 64, not yet accomplished, before completion. It's fire and water, and it's about how to stay on course and target so shortly before the finish line and not get distracted. Okay, if you see our topic yesterday, yes, the one light is off. It just went out when I started. Yeah, I will get it done till next time. So 64, not yet accomplished. So stay on course. So remember yesterday we had that trap, and I asked you to meditate on it, to see if there's an exhaustion looming, if there's a fight that you shouldn't fight and is in vain. Remember, the conflict is the topic of the month, where the question is it worth fighting or not? So on this day, today, on the Friday, you start realizing that it's a distraction. It could take you away from the finish line. And we're so short in front of the finish line of success, of what we want to achieve. Stay on course and on target shortly before the finish line. And just don't let the distractions get you. No shiny object syndrome. Please, please, please. Not on this day. So the transition is close. The transition from disorder to order is close, but not yet completed. So stay on target. And yes, and be careful, be aware and be careful. It's like the picture is what did I say? The picture is fire and water. So it's like the sunrise. So on the Friday, feel like the sun is rising. You can't still see it. Stay focused. It's the start of the day. It doesn't feel warm yet. It doesn't feel bright yet. It's just the beginning and the foundational work that is necessary. Are you ready? There's no reason to quit. It's still early. Be patient and just be aware. It's all beginning. Okay. How do we raise our energy on the Saturday? The Saturday then, you started realizing you did the work on the day before, is the I Ching number 33, retreat. You see the mountain. So mountain, as you know me, is always about retiring, withdrawing, a little bit of silence, stillness. And it's about how to avoid unnecessary confrontations. So again, confrontations. So the whole month has the energy of conflict and confrontation, and that day even more, the Saturday. So how to avoid unnecessary confrontations to regenerate your own creative strength. So like the exhaustion on the other day before, this is about really asking yourself, how much energy do you still have? Where do you want your energy to live? Where do you want your energy to go? Where is your attention? So that is what really retreat means, to avoid confrontation, to regenerate, to maybe ask someone for advice. Maybe it's a time for correction. Ask yourself, is the way that I'm going really true? And of course, if there's mountain in there, it's also about meditation. So let's have a look on the day. Oh, yes. Oh, a lot. Oh, my God, lots. 7 till 9 in the evening, 11 till 1 during the day. I'd say, yeah, looks good for meditation. And I mean, it's the weekend, so take it slow. So on Sunday, next Sunday, how do you raise our energy there? There it is. The mountain, double sign, keeping still. So next week, Sunday, is probably a good day to really go into stillness. Maybe do a one-day retreat. You know, I've heard something lately and it was so fascinating, self-retreat. I love that. The withdrawal is really good on that day. So do a self-retreat. Take yourself to a place where you feel welcome, where you feel you can just be you, and maybe read a book, maybe meditate, whatever. So next week, Sunday, is definitely a good day for a self-retreat and taking yourself to a nice place. How retreating, oh my God, so sorry. How retreating from any activity enables you to stay connected with your core essence and your true self. Is that something that you want? I would want that. So next Sunday, let's plan already now where to go and what to do next Sunday. I probably would prefer by the sea, but maybe some of you want to do a forest. That's fine. So it's about your inner focus, looking inside and really holding still. Well, that looks like and sounds like an interesting week, doesn't it? Avoiding conflicts, looking inside, getting rewards. A lot of that. Oh my God, this is amazing. So if we look at what is going, so we have this limitation in the focus today. We're getting into the unity, yes, and the great reward, being then gentle with us on the wind day. Maybe there's a trap coming and being aware of that, and then not yet accomplishing. So, but knowing that success is going to be there, and then retreating and looking inside. Maybe also looking inside to what to do next and where to go. And some of you will know what's happening on the Monday, but I won't tell you yet. I will tell you next week, this place here, and same time, same place. You find me here. And if you like what you see, like it, comment, write to me, everything you like. Tell your friends. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again here next Sunday. Bye for now.